I've been looking at a particular question within myself, and that question is apathy the loss of self? A lot of us go through our lives feeling like we're losing ourselves, we're losing touch with ourselves, that we're losing what makes us us, what makes me me. And it creates this effect where we feel like there's no point, like we're tired all the time, like we don't want to get out of bed in the mornings, like we just don't want to go through the motions, like we don't really care about anything. It's like this slumping, heavy nothingness. And if we look at a lot of the issues that we're facing in the world, a lot of the issues that are perpetuated simply by humanity's lack of change, by our unwillingness to change, by our apparent apathy, and essential ignorance or deliberate ignorance of what's going on, what the problems are, and how we could actually be part of the solution. Now, that apathy is kind of the same thing. It's this heavy, don't care, don't want to move, just want to sink into nothingness kind of experience. I go to that space when I'm feeling overwhelmed by things that I have to do in order to survive, and I feel like I don't have the space to do the things that actually are part of of the purpose I've given to myself. And then when I can't fulfill that part of me, I get this like heavy, like experience, and that leads to me not actually making an effort to fulfill that purpose I've given to myself, and it becomes this vicious cycle. But anyway, within that sinking heavy experience, I also feel like I'm losing myself, like I'm losing touch with everything that I want to be. And if I look around me, that's an experience that I see in most people, that like, who am I? Why am I here? And what's the point of all of this? And for me, what I found is that is directly linked to the word purpose. If I am not deliberately living a particular purpose in my life, I go to that state. And again, for me, that purpose has to be something that actually matters to me. It has to be something that I'm passionate about. Because if I make my purpose, make as much money as possible so that I can have a nice life, I hate myself. I cannot stand it. If that's my focus, I get incredibly irritable. I get incredibly angry, and just I don't. It's not a nice space to be in. But if I shift my point of purpose, that starting point, back to something that actually matters to me, well, then that's the intention that I carry within myself when I'm making decisions. And everything I do is in order to get to that particular outcome. So the point that I'm trying to make is that it seems to be an epidemic, global epidemic, where we're just going through the motions, just trying to get through one day at a time, but at the same time producing these experiences of ourselves, producing these lives, creating ourselves, creating our lives, creating our children in such a way that we're just plain fucking apathetic. It's like we just couldn't care less. Because really look around. There's some fucking terrible shit that takes place every single moment of every single day all across the world. It is gut-wrenching. It is beyond anything that anyone should have to endure. But it keeps happening. And we keep going, oh, well, that's life. Nothing I can do about it. That's fucking apathy. That's not giving a shit. That's deliberate ignorance. So the fact that we can live our happy little fucking lives while billions of beings are in this excruciating hell on earth, it indicates that there's a fucking problem. So, why are you here? What purpose are you going to give to yourself? What purpose are you going to give to your life? What are you going to create in this life? What are you going to contribute? How are you going to be part of the solution? Obviously, I realize that I can't fly around the world and fix all the problems. It's not going to happen. I can't pack up, leave home, say bye to all the animals that I've committed myself to taking care of, and go and live in some refugee camp and help people. That's not practical, not for me at least. So I have to do the things that I can within what is available to me right now. And that is the position for all of us to take. Do what we can within what we have and where we are. And within our lives, we can be the change that we want to see. We can remind ourselves why we're here. What are we creating? What is our purpose? What are we doing this for? What are we living for? Because I'm living for creating a world where everyone can just live and be and create whatever they want to create and just be free, like that real freedom. That's my goal. If I had magic powers, I would absolutely wave my wand and make it so. But I don't. So do what I can, where I can, within what I have. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. You're going to see me next time.